Issue 260. We start out the first story with Sonic in a brown hood at a shady bar, stacking some cards on top of each other in a triangle shape and telling himself, "Nice job." He must be pretty lonely. And I guess that particular shade of blue is pretty common in the world among Mobians if nobody immediately knows it's Sonic just from seeing his face under the hood, cloak or not. Then the wall at Spike's place gets destroyed by Eggman threatening him from behind a mecha. You know, when I was talking about Fleetway Robotnik being Eggman's floating head in Archie, I think this is what I was talking about. Faint memories of this from TV tropes. I really like this concept. Like, it makes him more menacing and capable as a threat compared to, say, the games in Sonic X. Sonic fights the mecha as Eggman tells him that he's got an invincible new weapon of war. And then we cut to cyberspace where the fake Shadow insults Eggman as a dishonor of the original and presses a button. Sonic sees that the war machine Eggman made is regenerating itself, and when Gun throws some supply crates for the people, Sonic uses a spring from it to launch himself at Eggman's mecha. Then we see Eggman bragging that Shadow and Sonic have no idea that damaging one machine will heal the other. Oh, that's pretty brilliant. He calls it a self-sustaining balance of raw power, and I had a great big smile out of Robot Trooper stammering, "Oh, are you talking to me, sire?" What I really liked about it was that he acted surprised and humble, instead of just arrogantly taking the compliment like I'd expect of a battle robot. Eggman says he's just interrupting his video blog. Blog? Anyways, Shadow says he's seen data like this before. Programs that sustain and rebuild each other if the other one is damaged. Wait a minute, Shadow's figuring this out way too easily. This is ridiculous. He should have said that he spot a regenerating machine like this before, and he remembers the solution to the problem as a result of past experience. But how did he figure it out the first time? I guess that's what he's trying to say with data, but he should have said machine. Eggman threatens Sonic with missiles on a train track. Then Eggman panics because of something that fake Shadow's doing, deleting software of his machine and making it get destroyed. Sonic dodges a train hitting the mecha, and Sonic talks to Shadow behind the monitor, with Shadow insisting that he's better off not knowing who saved him somehow. The story ends with Sonic saying he can claim sole credit for smashing the robot. Huh, with only 2 stories in this issue, I expected more pages for each story, not the usual amount. Knuckles wastes time trying to talk Emerald out of fighting him when that seems out of character for the violent hothead to do instead of just immediately rushing into a battle. Although I guess he's more like his serious SA2 characterization. He takes the fight outside, and Emerald increases the gravity. Emerald reveals that he can fight like Knuckles due to his copy ability. Emerald was designated to keep the island safe from hostiles, but for some reason Echidnas were designated as hostiles on the Echidnas Island. Knuckles digs underground and then tricks Emerald into getting hit with the various traps, which were meant to keep him in. Knuckles returns to Porker showing humility that he succeeded, only to find out that Emerald's now emulating Chaos, because I guess he got Chaos's abilities before he was sealed away. The first story was by Jamie J, and was about a brilliant concept where a machine that Sonic's fighting regenerates itself, and when fake Shadow damages it in cyberspace, it heals the machine that Sonic's fighting, and vice versa. However, Shadow becomes a Deus Ex Machina because he somehow knows what to do to save the day when there's no indication Eggman had sent self-regenerating machines like this after him before. Why would he just assume that just because it regenerates, it has to be because of this thing? And the second story was by McDonald and was about Emerald, who has a gravity increasing power as well as a copy ability, revealing to Knuckles that he has Chaos's abilities too, and was programmed to see Echidnas as a threat to the island as well as pigs. So is he made by Dr. Zachary? Because who else would be familiar with both species and hate them? I could understand Echidnas, because maybe an Echidna reprogrammed him to hate all Echidnas, and maybe he was what got rid of all the Echidnas? But pigs? How would the Echidnas back in the past even know about pigs, or really hate them? Were they warring with them?